Hello everyone and welcome back to Outer Wilds. This is episode 3. Last time we explored a lot more of Giant's Deep and we had a lot of fun with it. We explored multiple islands, multiple locations, ending in this final statue, which was like a training for like quantum tunneling. Whoa. Quantum tunneling. And we just narrowly avoided in orbit getting wiped out by the Interloper. How interesting is that? So we've launched off the planet and we have not been crushed and we are not dead right away. That's fun. That's a good way to start. We didn't get killed. We discovered some secrets in the orbital, like the probe cannon launcher in orbit of Giant's Deep, and then checked out a lot of secrets there. It's also very interesting to note that the sun gets much more like vibrant and red sometimes as well. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's like a blood red sun. I don't know what that's about, but we basically ended the last episode very happy learning much more about this game and the mysteries to it as well. Actually, is the Interloper about to go through the sun? It is, isn't it? Look at this. The Interloper just crashed into the sun. Look at that. You can even see the explosion on the side of it entering it, and it's going to come out this side. That's wild. Let's take a look at the... Does it change anything, I wonder? I wonder if the coloration change on the sun has to do with, like, the Interloper. Has it come out of it yet? Oh, it's gone. It's not even showing up on the... It's not even showing up on the map anymore. It's been like absorbed by the sun. That's interesting. So it's no longer orbiting. And I want to also enter the sun myself and die. I said I didn't want to do this. I don't want to burn myself alive. Thank you very much. Okay. Wow. I wonder if that's because we went into orbit above Giant's Deep and narrowly avoided our death, and then the Interloper instead crashed into the sun, and now it's no longer orbiting in the system. That's quite bizarre. It's very interesting. But to get back on track, we are going to be checking out, I believe, Brittle Hollow next is where I wanted to go, and then potentially checking out whatever this is as well. It's like sort of like just a signal or a probe or something out this way. So I was thinking we should check this out and then go have a look at some rumors. See what we can find. I believe there was some talk of whoa, hang on. What the fuck is that? Holy fuck. Is the sun going supernova right now? Are we getting killed? Are we going supernova? That's why the sun is going red? Oh my fucking god. That's what we're getting killed by, not the Interloper crashing into the planet. We're getting killed by a... We're getting killed by a supernova. The system is being wiped. The solar system is being wiped out by a supernova, and that's the red sun. It's showing that it's approaching its exploding point, and then the Interloper comet is like the final light to that fuse. Huh. Here I am thinking I'm smart, hanging out in space so nothing can crash into me so I don't die. But that ultimately allows us to witness what's actually taking place. Damn, so there's no way to avoid it. I'm trying to think about ways that we could potentially avoid dying. I was like, oh, maybe if we're not on a planet by the time the comet comes through, we'll be good. But it's not that at all. It's the sun. It's the sun going supernova, which I believe we actually read about. I do believe that we read about it. In one of the notes on Timber Hearth. It talks about how, you know, the whole supernova situation. So the sun is now looking normal. I'm trying to get back on track here because it's taking ages for me to get close to this sun. There's like a station orbiting it as well. I want to see if we can have a look at this. I'm getting sidetracked because we now have a supernova mystery to think about. So judging by this, having a look, the Interloper comes on in, and it looks like it's just going to skirt around it here, but you can never tell. I'm having a real hard time trying to get my ship over in this direction. So we're now upside down. I need to try and get... Oh no. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. God damn it. Holy fuck. I'm trying to get on this station thing. But it's hard to get this close to the sun without suffering the fate of Icarus over here, you know? So the time loop is caused by a supernova. It wipes out the system, and then we have to start again. So there's no avoiding it. I can't just I can't escape. This, however, looks very challenging. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get onto this fucking thing, but I'm trying to get a look at it. It doesn't even look like a thing I can land on, but it definitely looks like a Nomai icon. So I think it's like almost analyzing the sun or something like that. Just trying to get a look at it. Sorry, we've had a very weird and interesting start to this episode so far. I guess that's the nature of this game, is I've just gotten very sidetracked and thrown off course here. It looks like the Interloper here is going to curve around the sun, but potentially wipe out this thing. Depends if it it's just going to curve around it. I'm definitely a fan of the fact that the map is live, so you can just observe the goings and changes here. You can see what's happening. Yeah, hang on. Okay, it avoids it. It doesn't get wiped out. Alright, it looks like the Interloper is going to avoid pretty much everything on its way through. That's good. So on this run, it looks like we're on a timer where maybe on its next run through, it'll be closer to the sun. Then it goes into the sun goes supernova. Everybody and everything dies. So we're getting more and more of an understanding of this funny and interesting little system. In each loop, each time we die. Thank you for bearing with me while I got very confused. And I believe we want to be going to that place. So if we have a look at our rumor mode and we check out actually I might go into map mode, and if we go to Brittle Hollow, the Nomai have decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal locator on Brittle Hollow's south pole, and there are two paths beneath the surface that lead to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, and the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So another tower of quantum knowledge. How we've kind of been on the in the tower on Giant's Deep. There should be a tower on this one as well. So this will be our first time on Brittle Hollow, because we've only been on Timberhearth and Giant's Deep at the moment. And briefly on the moon, Timberhearth's moon. The Outer Rock. We've been on the Outer Rock as well. Okay. I'm not sure where we're going to land on here, but I got my autopilot on, so we will see. Undershot target. Alright, let's see where our landing pad is. Now, Brittle Hollow looks like it's living up to its name. We can go inside the planet. Some Nomai ruins or a structure over there. There seems to be the same exact type of one on every planet. That same pattern. We haven't checked out the one on Timberhearth yet, actually, to be honest. Okay. Not seeing any super clear landing zones, so I guess we're just going to choose our own fate here. See what happens. Oh, there's a ship here, so let's land with this ship. There you go. I can fuck with that, I suppose. There we go. Alright. Is there a signal? Okay, the closest signal looks like it's 6,000 meters away, so it's not even near the ship. And then also about 6,000 meters away. Looks like there's a quantum fluctuation. Jesus. Okay, we're also in danger of getting destroyed. Right, the ship's closed. Okay, well perhaps I should be somewhere else then, but let's take a look around. We found a recording. I'm here. I did it. I put the ship down safely. The ship went down. I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit the rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news? I haven't found a way inside this structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there were one. Probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. So this is the doorway that I guess they're talking about, and there are two alternate entrances, so they're going to the ruins. The sun's stressing me out now. Stressing me out, knowing that there's no way to avoid our fate but to just repeat the loops. And me and one other person, the only ones aware of this time loop that we're stuck in. Whoa, okay, that looks really weird in there. Okay. That's looking very, like, black hole-like. Wild. Let's have a look at this structure here. This might be one of the locations that that has been mentioned. Let's see if I can land here. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. Unidentified signal nearby. Okay, and it's just straight up unidentified. It's not even... So it's a new frequency for us to discover. Desperately trying to see if I can get up here. Okay, it seems like it's almost an invisible wall. Alright. I squeeze through here, there we go. 0 times 7 gravity. God, we keep... I'm in danger of getting wiped out here. Is it possible for us to... I don't know if it's possible for us to climb up something. It'd be nice if we could just climb up this. Maybe I could just park... I was trying to see if I could park the ship on the top, but it looks like the clearing of trees wouldn't really let it happen. But how else do I get up there, you know? Because it looks like there's something plugged in up there that's emitting some sort of light source. Oh, I have a jetpack. I'm just a stupid idiot. I have a jetpack, everybody. I've just remembered. I have a jetpack, never mind. I'm like, how do I jump? So you're gonna have to get used to me remembering what I actually have available to me. That's funny. Alright, never mind. Alright, an escape pod. A frequency is a distress beacon. Okay. There's another one 30,000 meters away. Interesting. So I guess we've got to go in that direction and figure out what that is. What is all the way over that way? Pointing out here. Might be that, potentially. That there. Thatch. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods' distress signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves. Swiftly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Something that's very interesting to note as well is this is our first time seeing a device like this, and it looks like we can also skip through dialogue on this. And that's the first time I'm actually noticing that down the bottom, like 1 out of 13. It makes me wonder if I missed any of that on something else before, but I'm not sure. So maybe when I find myself in some previous areas, I'll have to double check and see. So we've got an escape pod and another signal. We're in here. Let's take a look. Okay, this one doesn't allow us to go anywhere. Launching escape pod 3, escape pod 2, now launching escape pod 1. Okay. Okay, so scanning external environment, scan complete, minor structure instabilities detected, pockets of breathable air detected, adequate solar energy detected, verdict, hospitable. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. And then escape pod 1, vessel has been mortally injured, emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. So this is some sort of like place that is able to determine whether a planet is habitable or not. Let's read this first. Emergency escape hatch. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh shit. Oh shit. Alright, well these are the, I guess these are the platforms. Ooh, shit. Okay, I guess these are the platforms they were talking about, and fuck, now this is my journey. This is, alright, it's too late. It's falling into the black darkness pit. Holy shit. Okay. me. Okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Holy fuck. Whoa, okay. So yeah, you don't want to go in there. You see, it looks like it just gets vaporized and shot out in another direction. We don't want to do that. Jesus. Alright, I don't know what this is. It's not what I wanted to do. Well, this is fun. I might end up dying on this weird journey into the Brittle Hollow. My god, look at this place. It's like inverted. Like the structures are upside down. Wild. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here, though this area is somewhat unstable. It's safer than any we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Okay, so these don't go off into other pages, which is good to know. Oh, let's whee. Oh wow, it curves even the... Where did it go? It just went 33,000 kilometers away. Ah, and it is... Wait a minute. Is it over there? Did it go? It looks very bright. I think it's here. This is the opposite. Look at it go. It's 31,000 kilometers away. What is it heading towards? Oh, it's going into a... Okay, it's landed. It's landed on something. Oh, is it in Dark Bramble? If we're... I'm trying to... Oh no, there it is. Scout finally popped up. I was misreading it. There you go. So it is... Yeah. This is... Okay, is that the direction of the distress beacon? Ah, the distress beacon is somewhere else. It's not, it's closer. Okay. Someone's playing fucking music. 421 meters down there. Okay. There's also a quantum fluctuation down there, dude. I'm getting stressed. Because not only is this all happening, I'm also feeling the time pressure of that I could die at any moment. Oh shit, okay. Also, that's being shot out. So we have confirmation that it's being shot out all the way over here, which is like the polar opposite of Brittle Hollow. Brittle Hollow looks like it's got like a black hole in it, and this is like a white one. There's so much to look at and explore. We can walk on this surface too because of how it's of all the crystals. Like, I'm also running out of oxygen. Given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree. We're here because the Eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're here to find it, we need to not merely survive, thrive. This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. So, we can jetpack up to the roof, and that will be a safe place over there. This is so cool. However, I just want to quickly check out down here as well before this place falls apart and we get absolutely crushed. Dude, this is so mind-blowing. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looks like an eye, round, with a circle at the center much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. Okay. There's still so much more to see here before we take that pathway. Or is there? Is it just ruins? I don't know. How dangerous is that? Fuck. I'm like, how dangerous is that sun looking? There you go. Okay. So we basically have a countdown. Once we see the sun going red, we see the interloper on approach. It'll go into the sun will explode. And we'll be going supernova. And it makes me wonder if we have a way to escape it or not. I don't know if I can get back to my ship. That's kind of the problem, is I was really being like, what if we get to our ship, we fly the ship into this hole, right? We go in there, we get launched out to the other side of the galaxy. Not the galaxy, the solar system. Oh, shit. And we, you know, we escape the supernova. I need trees, but there are no trees. So I think I'm actually just going to suffocate instead of witnessing the supernova. So it's been real, everybody. But I think we're dead. I don't think I can. Because now I'm upside down. Now I'm weird. Okay, I was like, can I launch myself into the surface? All right, fuck it. If I'm gonna die with oxygen, we're going in here. There we are. Okay, hello. It came out of the white star. Look at that. It's a Nomai something or other. And we're gonna die with this beautiful view of space. Oh, and there we go. We jumped in before dying. I'm like, I must see. So we can actually survive going through there. That's good to know. So we can take the ship through it, hopefully. I wonder if that means we can survive the... I don't think there's any possible way we could survive the supernova, because there'd be no point to the game after that, because it all gets wiped out. But there's part of me that's curious of, like, if it could happen, you know? It really puts like a fire under your butt once you realize how limited your time is. It's not like a certain action that we take or a certain thing that we do. It's we have a certain amount of time before it happens every time. So you have to like get the fire under your butt and you have to just fucking go for it and figure this time loop out while you still can. I think it's fantastic that the game has some sort of we need to figure this shit out so we can escape the time loop premise. It seems to me that what needs to happen is we have to prevent the interloper from crashing into the sun. We have to stop that from happening. And I'm just trying to think of how it's even possible for us to do that. Let's stay on track and go back to Brittle Hollow and have a look around while we're there, and then we'll pick a new destination once we've uncovered some more stuff. Probably a good idea to try and get as close as to the original location that we started at as possible. Oh, I can land right up here. I didn't expect I'd be able to land up here with all of the trees, but we've just landed right on the escape pod. Perfect. Okay. Let's have a look down here. Try not to get blown up by some debris. what's really interesting here is, obviously every time loop, all the writing that you discover will then kind of reset to untranslated. But I guess the positive thing about it that you need to not stress about is anything that you do translate gets added to the ship log anyway, which is good to know. All right, we're gonna just make a little bit of a cheeky landing there. There we go. Speed run this segment. Oh god. Yeah. So as long as you know that you've read it before, you can kind of like commit that one to memory and go, that's fine, we've read it. We can move on. There's a lot more to check out around here before we go down that way though. Look at all this stuff. There's so much to explore, it's kind of like overwhelming. And like I said, we feel like you're watching this all disappear over time. Like you're definitely feeling the time pressure and the fire under your butt of just like everything's going to shit. You need to hurry up, you know? You have to figure out what's happening before it's too late and how to get out of this time loop. So then when you're exploring, you're just like, fuck, I gotta quickly push through here before I get killed. But not to the point where you like start to miss things, you know? Thatch, is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Mallory. I'm obviously looking out for writing and stuff that I can see before we go down to like the next level. And then if we nice, some oxygen. And then if we're good enough, we'll be able to make it back up to the top. Oh wow, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay. So there was a Nomai structure here that received the signal of the Eye of the Universe. Dark Bramble was then attracted to it and has now trapped it. And then it attempted to shoot some things out to different planets. Which I think might just be those escape pods, right? And this is the escape pod that's landed on Brittle Hollow. This is the escape pod that's on the Twins. And then this one never made it out. This is the one that's potentially, like the distress beacon that's potentially a million bajillion years away. Maybe? These look like the either the escape pods or the text things that were shot out, but one didn't make it out. Is that Dark Bramble, you think? Dark Bramble is going to be a mystery, because you can see in the center there's like that, that center looks similar to when we shot the scout launcher into the vines, and it was like it was just bigger on the inside. So it might have something to do with that. Which might be where Feldspar is. Considering his harmonica comes from there. But our ship log has now been updated, which is good. I can't understand, why did the vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the Eye of the Universe, and where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. I suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Was the vessel unwell in some way? No. Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. Okay. So those are the escape pods. We came from there, so let's check out this building. Thank God we have a jetpack. Ouch. pain of your absence is sharp and haunting, and I would never give anything, and I would give anything not to know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keek, wherever you are. Hey. I do kind of wish that our Nomai translator was also safe from the time loop. That anything that we translate stays in here, so if we're ever to come back through an area, we can tell that we've been here, just in case you forget it, you know? Doesn't feel like it would happen often for the most part. I can kind of remember where we've come from, but as like a just in case. I need to go back to that place that had the okay, we've done this. I need to go back to that place that had the tree. So we're at half oxygen. Oh, I feel like doing risky jumps, but then I'm scared. Okay, yeah, we've been here. And I think if we go this way, this should take me to my tree. Ouch. Yes, this takes me to my tree. And then we'll go down here. This is where the mural was. Cool. Then we'll go back this way. Now, we haven't been down here yet. Ah, there's another tree. Nice. Some writing there. Yeah, I gotta remember, I gotta look at our fucking map and see when we're gonna die. Alright, we're okay. Kusa, we can hear the other escape pod's distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive in this place without you. So we must be hearing the other distress signal, must be the escape pod that's not trapped within the dark bramble, and then we can't get the distress signal from the other one because they're worried about it. I think that's how that works. Now, it looks like we've made it as low as we can go here. So now we need to begin... Oh, man. So now we need to begin the journey upwards. Fucking hell. So now we need to begin the journey upwards. So that we can go across that ship, the surface, like the ceiling that has the gravity gem looking ass things. So let's get up and out of here that way. There we go. We're gonna go over this way. Now we've translated this before because we've been here, so we're now going to follow this path. We're not going to accidentally jetpack because... What the fuck is happening? What the fuck just happened there? I got smacked off. No. Fuck. Oh. Whoa. Oh, there's a... Hang on. Oh shit. I almost got saved. There's a lift thing there. Great. Well, I'm dead. That is super unfortunate. Wow, that's super unfortunate. Can we go back through the other way? Is it a two-way street? It's not. It's like a magnet. Oh, man. Okay. Damn. Okay. Maybe we can make it to this. Oh, man, this is shit. Okay. Okay, see you later. Fuck. This is what getting lost in space is like. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Yep, I know. Can I make it in this thing? And at least figure out what... I'm not gonna quit yet. What can we find before we die, you know? Can I get in there? Oh, man. Come on. Get me in here. Let's see what we can find before we die. Okay, I got oxygen. We're good. As long as I got oxygen, secrets of the universe are there to be fucking explored, baby. I'm alive. Okay. Whee! Using oxygen as propellant. No. Okay. Whoa. Alright. Cool. I'm somewhere else. I'm alright. I'm somewhere else. Fuck it. This is sometimes we're gonna get. Sometimes you're gonna fall into a black hole and get thrown to the other side of the fucking solar system, right? So if our ship's on Brittle Hollow. There's no way back. We're gonna make the most of our. We've got oxygen, so we can explore now until we die, and that's cool. Brittle Hollow's mysteries will wait. So I think something must have hit the surface and bonked us off, which is so unfortunate. All right, let's see. Ember Twin Projection Stone. Usually there was like a thing. All right, how about we? That's Brittle Hollow, I think, judging by the fact that it all looks like it's falling apart, but I don't know what this means. Can we spin that the arrow and get transported back there, maybe? Let's have a look. Welcome to the White Hole Station. Yep. If you fell through the black hole by accident, don't worry, you aren't the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Fuck, there is a way back. No shit. There you go. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with its corresponding astral body, in this case Brittle Hollow. Okay. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. Oh wow, okay, so this arrow... It's slowly moving, so it'll line up and we can actually go back to Brittle Hollow. That's fucking great. So, if we take these with us, I'm assuming this is where the warp happens. I don't know if we have to be holding onto it or whether we can just keep it with us. I think there's only one. So we can take this Ember Twin Projection Stone with us. Just want to quickly take a look. Oh fuck, what are we doing? Are we... Oh. Hang on. Oh, am I moving it now? So it's going to align itself much faster? Hang on, let's have a look. Oh shit, yeah. Alright, we've now like fast forwarded the warp process. Okay, cool. What if I take this out? I'm assuming this will just make it go the other way. Will it just go the other way now? Yeah. Okay, cool. We can speed it up or slow it down. So it seems that we're only here for that Ember Twin Projection. Okay. Oh fuck, it's moving real fast now. So let's have a look. Oh shit, here it comes. Alright, we're gonna hold on to it. Whoa! Holy fuck. Oh, that's what these are! Look at that, and then that's a... That's what these are. Okay, we've now discovered what these structures are for. So every time we've seen this on each planet, there's a middle section, and that is like a teleport to like a tower. Departure time, arrival time, return warp status charge. Step onto warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Where can I put this projection stone? Some fuel. I need a place to put this bad boy. We are getting into some cool shit now. The Hanging City below 50 meters. Hanging City. But it's the lift is broken. Really come up. Alright, we've got a scroll here. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, I just warped here from the White Hole Station on the other side of Brittle Hole's black hole. Our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I didn't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the Whitehall station. If you and Root meet me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. Okay. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, though it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. Holy shit. Okay. So, Whitehall Station. Ah, here we go. Nice. Can take us to, fuck. Alright, in-between projection stone. All the cacti. Look at that. The sun is getting mighty red. But we can now see. Through the in-between projection stone. And I guess we'll put it on there and it should give us some text as well. Raimi and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? So, for a minuscule moment, there's two of us. As I've already told Raimi, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate, she's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at their high energy lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke. The high energy lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once, you need to see this. I don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broke several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We'd have to reconsider all of our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Wow, okay, that's good for the ship log, right? Yeah, that's some shit. Where the fuck are we? Okay. And how far close are we to death? Okay, we're on our way. We are on our way. When we go through the station, for a minuscule moment, there is multiple copies of us. We can't get down into the city, unfortunately, unless there was a way to kind of switch the elevators. I'm happy with this. We've this is some great discovery that we've done here by accidentally falling off and going into the hole. It's taken us onto this whole other thing instead, which is great. And still exploring Brittle Hollow because we can return. So that makes me very happy. We now have an understanding that if we fall, I'm glad I didn't give up because I was like, oh fuck, I'm dead. There was a part of me that almost straight up was like, oh, I'll just let us die. But I was like, no, let's capitalize on this. We've still got oxygen. I can see what we can find before we die. And that's like the positive aspect of like, if you know that you're going to die anyway and you're in a time loop, you may as well try and do as much as you can before giving up. Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend, Hollow's lantern? Imagine if there were two volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Hypothesis. There can exist too much lava. I'd strangely prefer we test the null hypothesis. This moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend Hollow's lantern for nights at a time. The nights the moon circles this planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. Compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Hypothesis. Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? I suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. So there's a moon that leaves its friend for nights at a time, but it circles this planet and appears random. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. But also we are about to die, so... Here's the interloper and it's about to go into the sun. Isn't there something beautiful about knowing the cause of the time loop? Or knowing the... Oh, shit. Oh. I didn't realize there was that big of a gap there. Isn't there something just so beautiful about knowing how it's going to happen and just being able to witness it and watch it play out now, you know? Let's get a nice view of this, because now we know how it's going to happen. Now, we glimpsed it happening in the solar system map last time, but now we can actually see it here. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. It's alright, we're just going to blow up anyway. I didn't realize I was going back into the planet. Actually, fuck it. Let's get a nice view as far away as possible. If I can go... Never mind. Alright, like, if I can go back into Brittle Hollow. Let's see if we can get in here. Oh, here it is. It's happening. Alright, let's go in. Alright. Let's get a view from the edge of the system, shall we? Let's see it happen. Everything has changed now that we've, like, figured this out, and it feels spectacular. So that is why the sun glows as red as it does. I noticed in the first loop, or like the first time, that the sun was glowing red, and I didn't mention it, I didn't question it, I just kind of in the background just acknowledged it. And I was like, oh. But now that I know it's inherently relevant, I wish that I said something. It'll be happening any moment now because the Interloper's not there anymore. So that's Brittle Hollow over there, Timber Hearth, the Ash Twins, and the sun. It's funny because it's taking so much longer than I thought it would be. Because I guess when you're not expecting it, like we were last time. I wonder if that is all the explosions around that we're seeing on the outside of the system. And we're seeing a bunch of stars exploding at the same time from a distance, like that one right there. Are a bunch of systems all going supernova at the same time. And we're just the ones that are caught in like a time loop to witness it, you know? It's weird to simulate, like, imagine if we were alive in real time and we were being able to look at our sun right now like this and witness it going supernova, that, you know, the end of everything is coming whether we want it to or not, and there's nothing we can do about it, and you just have to let go and accept it. There it is. We're seeing all of these systems in the background also exploding, and then we're watching the sun going supernova. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, it has the same visual effect as everything that we're seeing in the distance. We're about as far back as we can from experiencing it, but it looks like there's going to be an event. Ship fuel depleted. Here we go. And then it'll do some sort of weird thing on the sides of the screen that happened last time as we come close to this and watch it happen. This. So there's multiple ways that you get sucked into this thing, because the first few times when I was under the assumption that we had the comet crashing into us, because I thought it was the Interloper at first, like crashing into the planet we're on, because it was the blue light, but then finding out that it's still is caused by the Interloper, but going into the sun just shifts my perspective of this dramatically. I love how the more you go through this game, I just think it's structured so well, so beautifully. I saw a moon there. I swear I saw something, and then your character blinks and it disappears. Like I feel like I saw something there next to it. I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me, or I actually saw something there. Is it a trick of the light with this moon that just appears whenever it feels like it? I don't know. It's supposed to be Brittle Hollow's moon, isn't it? Semi-invisible friend. How many rumors do we have now after all of this exploration? Because it should just pop up with a bunch of new stuff. A lot of new things. Because we can see that we can now see this, the quantum moon thing. Oh, the quantum moon thing. Oh, it wasn't my eyes playing tricks on me. When you blinked, it ceased to exist in that moment. And so it's a quantum moon. Oh, so when you wake up, you actually see the moon, you blink, and it disappears. So we have to, when we see a moon, when we see the quantum moon, we have to take a picture of it to keep it there, and then we can explore the moon. What I love about this game is just like the more you discover and the more you learn about this system, the more exciting it gets. Like, it's so cool. It's just amazing. Being able to like figure this shit out. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. Yeah, quantum moon. No shit. And now we can see every planet that has one of these. It's actually like a teleporter. The Nomai were able to warp here from the White Hole Station. This is where they first recreated warp technology. There's one of these on Timber Hearth. We saw the other one on Giant's Deep. Wow. They decided to migrate from the old settlement to the northern glacier. They used gravity crystals to craft a stable path. Now, I still need to do that. I still need to do that, because we got knocked into the black hole, and then we fucking discovered everything else. I'm going to leave this stuff with exclamation marks on it for now, because we will be revisiting it. So I just want to leave that for now. I just find it funny how, from the person who's down there, from their perspective, we just wake up and go straight into the ship and just leave. We don't even need the launch codes in their eyes, you know? Yeah, this time loop thing is absolutely fascinating to me. So we got to witness the supernova take place, actually being aware of it happening. Let us go to... Oh, that is... That was a bit of a fucking, oh god, oh, that was a bit of a hectic approach there. Oh no, oh, my ship. Oh fuck, I smashed into the ship a bit too hard, didn't I? Oh fuck. Oops. I really realized that I was putting way too much. I should really just trust in my autopilot, shouldn't I? Really should trust in the autopilot, because that was terrible. I think I don't know what I can do at this point. My ship's gone, but I might be able to make it onto the surface. Let's see if I can make it onto the surface here. And we can take a look around. I feel like I'm going to just drop to the surface, though, and it's not going to be good. It might hurt a bit. Yep. Man attempts to land on planet from space. That was a bit of a mistake. That was just a bit of a mistake. Should probably just autopilot it. Alright. Let's see. Is the moon there? Yes, it is, and then we blink and it's gone. But how can we, do we just like look up a bunch until we see it there, or is it just, it's just a small hint? I'm just like looking away from it, looking up, looking away from it. I feel like we're gonna have to wait for that one. But it's up there somewhere. But the thing is with the quantum thing is when we would see all the quantum objects, they don't appear and disappear in a logical sort of orbit or pattern. Like it'll appear on the other side of the room, it'll appear behind you. Like, so it's almost as if when you see it in one direction, if you look away, it might end up in a completely different spot, you know? This game fascinates me. Absolutely fascinates me. So you need to try and like look around the place until you find, you know, the moon, and then you need to enter, oops, not scout mode, you need to enter photo mode with the scout, and then picture it, and then if you keep it on the picture there, so if we see it, we'll launch a scout at it, take a photo, we'll see the photo, and then we can do it. But the problem is that it? That's not it, is it? Is that it? Am I gonna fucking crash into the sun as I see it? Oh my god! I was literally pulling back that whole time too. Oh, was that the moon? Am I fucking... I got distracted by the moon and then I fucking crushed myself. Alright, I need to focus up here because we're having a couple of unnecessary deaths. The moon wasn't there that time. It wasn't there that time. Alright. We need to find this moon. When we see it, we need to lock onto it and take a photo of it. Quantum moon. I need to not be an idiot and fly full speed into a planet or hurl myself into the sun. Focus. It's that, isn't it? I think that was the moon that appeared. It doesn't come up with a name, so I think it's this. Because... No, it's not this. No, it's not this. Because, I'm pretty sure this is the moon that we've looked at before. That you end up going. We ended up going right through it, isn't it? It's just like a fucking gas orb. Like if I look away. No, it is. It is. Now it's gone. It was that. We've seen and investigated that before. I even knew that it was a quantum object because we were trying to like land on it or go through it and nothing was happening. Does that mean each planet might have its own quantum moon? If they're talking about the one that's here on this planet, on Brittle Hollow specifically? That's twin. Because that is Timberhearth and the Outer Rock, I can see that. Oh, this has got me racking my brain now. They were talking about a moon that specifically appears in orbit above here. That might just be a quantum moon for Giant's Deep, and there might be a separate one for Brittle Hollow potentially. The only way to find out is to keep an eye on the sky, but I think it's very clever that you can see that there is a quantum moon around Giant's Deep. We have answers for that. Alright, we're going to go to a bit of Brittle Hollow. While it's doing that, let's have a look. Quantum Moon, there it is. So it's on there. The Nomai on Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. But it appears closer to Brittle Hollow, and it doesn't. But I don't know if I don't know if it's all the same or not. But So insane. We haven't added Ash Twin, Hollow's Lantern, or the Interloper onto the map properly yet. The fact that the Quantum Moon shows on there, I guess, like, pretty much leads me to believe that that was the one that we saw by Giant's Deep. Guess so. Alright, let's do Brittle Hollow. Let's do Brittle Hollow again. I need to walk along the gems on the surface. This game is absolutely blowing my mind. Loving the exploration of it. Loving the exploration of it. But fuck me. I've had some interesting and stupid deaths. So we're going to try and take the path that we did before. Over this way. Don't land your planet on don't land your ship on any of this, because this is all going to fall into the... Yep. Oh, this is going to all fall into the planet. This is safe. Fucking love that we we crashed into the fucking planet. Okay. In we go. Straight to the gems this time. Where were we going? Did I read this the first time? Use caution, a black hole sleeps below, you must not slip. Yes. There we go. Every journey through a new area becomes easier and easier as you go through, obviously, because you're like, oh, I've already done all this stuff, which is good, so I feel less stressed. Now, I don't know if I just have to stand in the right place or what, but last time we got bumped off, and I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen again, because I would like to actually make it to wherever the fuck we're going. Oh man, I'm stressed, because if one of those things hits this particular surface, we're out. Look at that tower. So that's this is the tower that we're heading to, and I believe at the end of it there's that tunnel there that looks like it'll just go straight into the black hole. So we almost landed on that by accident. That's when we saw it. The little tunnel that connects to the black hole, and this is the base of that tower. I love that we've been... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh. Alright, don't fall off the path! Don't fall off the path. Okay. Shit. Which way is the... Am I going... This is the way up, isn't it? Which way is the right way? I'm trying to look at my little direction-y gyroscopy thingy. I think it's this way. Yeah, because this is like structure. There we go. Oh my god, this is so confusing. What the fuck? Okay. We're in. I'm upside down, but I'm not upside down? Is that right? Oh man, what the fuck? How am I supposed to make sense of this? You're not. You don't make sense of it, son. It makes sense of you. Oh, we are... Okay. We are right near black hole. Okay, we got some lifts. Ghost matter detected nearby. Okay. That way, okay. I'm not getting any oxygen from the tree? Is it a dead tree then? Oh. So we're not going this way, right? Yeah. going that way. The oxygen thing is going to become a problem then. I need to find a tree before it's too late. Actually, is there ghost matter? Okay, the ghost matter's there, so we can go down there. Tree. Nice. Tree. Crisis averted. Ghost matter detected nearby. Alright, we're really just gonna have to keep that. Really just gonna have to keep this the scout thing with us. Just to make sure. Okay, we got a scroll. We can learn some shit. Let's have a look. Explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the Festival. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. Okay. Cool. So it's an exploration of festivals. It does not go to a rumor, like a ship log thing, though. Let's have a look at this one. Formation of this universe, Solanum. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Kanoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it will happen in someone else's someday. And we're literally witnessing the supernova and the death of multiple systems at once. We're seeing all the systems blowing up from a massive distance. And then our own as well. There's another one of those. Oh, it's just... Oh, Jesus. I fell. I slipped and I fell. I broke my leg. This is so crazy, dude. Alright, we can go down here. Because the ghost matter is there? Yeah. Ah, we can activate the lift to go up or down. Cool. Clever. I don't know which way I want to go yet. I think I want to go down. Let's go down. Nice. Okay. Oh, shit. Cool. I'm back up here. We can now put this scroll in the thing. This game is so wild because there's so much that is just purely built on... So much of this game depends on your ability to explore and be curious and to find things, and then like you can completely miss like this scroll and shit, for example, and there's so much crucial information that you wouldn't find otherwise. It's actually quite insane how intricate the systems are in this game in finding things. But when you're stuck in a time loop, you've got all the time in the world. Why we should build a new vessel. It probably wouldn't be hard to get parts if we stopped building other new things and if we broke down other structures like the towers on Ash Twin for parts. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we could make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to search for the Eye of the Universe. I asked Yarrow, and he says we should use lots of resources on the Ash Twin project. We could even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel, because Poke is smart. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Nomai to remain in one place for so long. Nomai are wanderers and have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here in this star system. We could even meet with other Nomai and learn from them like Coleus says we used to do. Okay, so this is a specific Nomai clan in the vessel that has been trapped in Dark Bramble. And they tried building a vessel? Potentially? That's the vessel that they tried building and it didn't go very well? And there are other Nomai in the galaxy and they all get together and fucking share little cool secrets and shit. That seems to be what I'm gathering from all of that. So we're now on the bottom level. Yeah, we're getting dangerously close to fucking... Dangerously close. Oh shit! That's gotta go right into the ghost matter. Fuck. That was the worst. That was the worst. Oh, the way that I just got like bumped. That was bad. Alright, hang on. We know that we can do this now. We just have to... Oh, this is gonna be rough. Okay. Ugh. Oh, Oh, nice. Oh, this is much easier now. Okay. Now that I just landed on the outside, we can walk it. Cool. Good, good, good. Okay. Is there anything else that we should take a look at and discover while we're here, potentially? Looks like there's multiple access points, and I don't know which one that we've gone through. Oh man. Okay, let me in. Okay. This is our warp thing that takes us back to Brittle Hollow. Oh, there's just two on either side. So there's one there, okay. Cool. Well, let's go back. I fucking love that we have a way back. Okay, let's go up. Let's have that spin around. And let's get warped back. So wild. Okay. I need some fuel. We can get fuel from here every time because we're in a time loop. That's still broken. So I'm not sure how we're going to be able to... So we still need to think about how we can get down. Without falling into the fucking planet itself. Because we're now in a very different... part. So, what we've just learned is we can actually change the trajectory of the lifts through like a control panel thing. But I think you can control it from the base, not from the top, which actually kind of sucks because it looks like we should be able to do it from here, but we can't. We're still not done with this because obviously we need to. Obviously we need to check out that tower closer to the the core, and then we need to ultimately be getting to that room that's sealed as well. This isn't looking like we're in the best position right now. Taking a look at everything here. There's the crystals. Good thing is we can travel back here pretty nicely. Oh, we're actually missing we're actually missing the way down now that we took last time. It's not even there because it's all gone away. Okay, that makes that a little bit difficult. Oh shit. Okay, that makes traversal a little bit hard. Makes me wonder if there's like a way that we could do it on the ship almost, but can the ship be affected by the crystals? Actually, this is quite good because this gives us a nice little look at everything. Hopefully without getting sucked into there, because look at that. There you go, this is the thing that I'm talking about. I wonder if we can land our ship around here. So we haven't seen this yet. Oh, this is really strange. Oh, this is really weird. Alright, I want to see if I can get my ship here. Kind of just tuck it here nicely so I can learn things. Come on. We're gonna learn. I'm learning. There we go. Fuck. I'm now parking in here instead of taking my way down. Oh, nice. I can walk up there. Cool. Alright. School District. Meltwater District. Ice Shrine District. Black Hole Forge District. Okay, so those are directions based on each of those. This is the school district, and then I guess if we walk, we'll take this. Oh shit, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We'll just walk up here. Oh, I can see that now. Okay. And now we're in the... each level, and then the top one takes us right there where we need to go. Okay. There's so much that it's hurting my brain. My tiny little brain is struggling to comprehend all of this culture. We're just on another thing. Black Hole Forge controls. Oh, there's so much, dude. It's kind of blowing my mind. It's terrifying me. Okay. The Ash Twin project requires a highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Who knows? Apparently there's only one line of dialogue on that scroll. I have another scroll. Let's just learn. Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true. However, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. It is the safest path, the best one. Our goal is worth the risk. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to a Nona who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting similar cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but an owner explained many of his designs to me. Okay. Is it though? We've tried so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. Okay. There should be another scroll around here somewhere then for solution number 1, because that was solution number 2. There it is. Take a safe bet and say that this is solution number 1. I feel strange trying to recreate an owner's warp core without him. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis, this will always feel strange. Even though my time with his was short, I miss my old mentor, and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in this star system, and never saw an owner's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as a Nona would say, should my best provide insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Well, that confirms that the Nomai statues are based off of their appearance with the 3 eyes. Solution number 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. Okay. So we're seeing that the vessel has arrived to Dark Bramble. The vessel arrived. Dark Bramble came to, like, get it. It was, like, attracted to it. They launched out the escape pods. 2 of them made it out. 1 of them did not. And they are now trying to figure out what the hell they can do. Potentially building another core, building another vessel, trying to figure out how to get out of the system that they're stuck in because of the Dark Bramble. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. What Mellorai and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken, at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Okay. Those are our 2 solutions. It seems that we're kind of finishing what the Nomai started here by learning these things. Potentially we can free the vessel or build a vessel of our own in order to put everyone on the vessel and escape the time loop or something that allows us to, yeah, just escape our system. All I know is I'm absolutely captivated by what we're discovering and learning all the time here. It's wild. I'm just picking a direction, we're running with it, we can see what we can find, because it's very overwhelming otherwise. Whoa, okay, where the fuck am I? Wow, okay. So that's this area. That's the teleporter, okay. Okay, well we know that this is here now. Cool. Good to know. We'll make our way back down. Oh fuck. We're at Supernova. Fuck! Oh no, and I'm dead. You hear the explosion, you're like, oh my god. Alright, that was pretty good. We did a decent amount of exploration there. Accept our fate, and we perish in the supernova. Wow. Okay. I think with that one, with that last death of many in this episode, we're going to bring this to a close. We'll bring this episode of Outer Wilds to a close. Thank you so much for joining me through an exploration on Brittle Hollow. There is definitely more for us to discover here. We will continue the journey learning about all of this next time. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been wild. It's been absolutely wild. The outer reaches of my mind have been blown by this wild event. Outer Wilds. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm looking forward to exploring more of Brittle Hollow next time. We've learned a lot. We have learned a lot this episode, and I'm excited to see what we learn next time. I'll see you then.